Hello everybody. You gonna join me to cut this crazy hair? I may put some more pink in it. I'm not sure yet what I want to do, but I need a haircut, and I figured I'd just jump on here and show you how I do it. I've been cutting my hair since like the third time I went and got it cut, and I didn't like the way that they did it, so I've been doing it myself. And I'm actually thinking about taking all of this off now too. I'm not sure. I kind of liked having this on this side a little bit longer and coming towards my face, but I may go ahead and trim all that as well. But the back has gotten really long, and it needs to be shorter, and this needs to be trimmed up some. I'm not really going to take much off the length, but I'm just going to show you how I've been doing the undercut on it. And I hope I can see well enough to do it, actually. But basically, I do mine dry, and it's already parted, so I don't have to worry about the part, because it's already been parted the way that it's supposed to be parted. So I just take it and I comb it all towards the front the best that I can, and I grab all my hair, all of it, just like this, that is supposed to stay longer than the rest. Now see what I'm saying about this? I left all this longer, but I think I'm actually going to trim that out and make that short as well. My part's not perfectly even, but I'm not really worried about that because you won't even be able to see that after it's done. But I just kind of follow the line of the original cut, and then I do the little pebbles thing. So I have a pebbles thing right here to hold this all out of the way so I don't cut it. You need a pair of these, okay? And I go at the shortest length, and I use a 1-inch number 1 actually trimmer, and I trim all of this up. And I'm probably gonna have to do this without my glasses, so I hope I can see well enough to do this. We will see how this works out, okay? If I mess it up, I mess it up. No big deal, right? It'll grow. But since I can't go to the beauty salon right now anyway, and I've been doing it, I might as well continue to do it, right? So first you want to make sure that your trimmers are working good. You want to make sure I use a toothbrush that all the hair that was previously in there has been brushed out. And then you want to turn it on. It's noisy. And I take a little tiny drop of vitamin E oil, and I just drop it on the blades. And then I turn it back on and kind of let it... My hair is dirty right now, so the oil is not going to matter. I'm going to wash it when I get all done. But anyway, I just want to make sure they trim properly. And because I can't see the back of my hair, and I don't have a mirror behind me, the back of my hair is a little bit difficult, but I manage. So, I'm going to turn these on, and I'm going to get started. And I just start right here on the sides, and just go up. Just like that. And it takes more than one pass over. You got to keep going over it and going over it, and I go all the way around my head like so. Some people like to shave it completely bald, not me. And if you see, I'm kind of going out a little bit at the top. I leave that little bit right there because it's all underneath anyway and you can't see it. And this takes a little bit of time. You just got to be patient with it. Hi, Penny. Hi, Penelope. How are y'all? And on my hair, your hair runs different directions, so of course you want to go different directions with the trimmer as well. You don't always want to go in one direction because you want to get as much off as possible. Alright? So I go one direction and then I go the other direction. And I just keep trimming. Look at this. Lots and lots of hair. That's a lot of hair, you guys. Okay, that's how much I've let it grow lately. And I just kind of feel the back. And all my gray's going to show through again. Oh well. And as I'm going up, I just kind of pull it out at the top. Just like so. Kind of pull it out at the top. Like I said, that little bit that's right around the top here is not even going to show when I get done. Has anybody else ever done their own hair? Who else does their own hair? You know, I'm serious. I got tired of the beauty salon cutting my hair, and I cut off 26 inches of my hair, you know, and they did a shabby job. And I paid good money to have it done, and I was really upset about it. And my hair, I've always pretty much kept long, except when I was younger. I had a pixie cut and everything when I was younger. But for the most part, my hair was always long. And cutting 26 inches off of it really was kind of a shock to me. And especially doing this because I've never had the underneath part shaved. But I wanted something real easy to take care of. Something that wouldn't take a lot of time to fix. That I could just, like, take a blow dryer to it and go. And that would be it, you know, and not have to worry about it. And that's how this hairstyle is. So I go around the ears the best I can. And then I'll take the number one thing off of it, and I'll go back and I'll trim around my ears, and then I'll cut the top. And I try to get this as best as possible. Like I said, I go several different directions just to make sure I get it all good. And then of course the other side, I don't know if I want to leave this or not. I might leave this. So if I leave this, this is what I do. I just cut back here. I kind of hold that hair out of the way. And I cut back here. Like so. And part of the top is going to fall over that too. But I cut as much of this as short as I possibly can. And you guys, another thing for me is on the back of my neck, I get ingrown hairs back there. And I've been having a hard time getting them to come out. I've tried tweezers and everything, and now I've been picking at them, and like I pick my face, you know. Not a good thing to do, but that's me. I'm a picker. It's a nervous habit. And, yeah, so, anyway, I gotta put medicine on it now. I just put some triple antibiotic on it and clean it with alcohol and stuff like that. I got one spot right back here that I made up like a bald spot. And when I trim this, I don't trim up that high. I go down low. So that's why I don't like to trim it too short, because I do get the ingrown hairs. I guess it's part of me having that real sensitive skin, you know? Pain in my rear end. But anyway. That's just me. That's just me. Not everybody has that problem, but I do. And if anybody's got any tricks of the trade to fix that problem, please let me know, because they're irritating. Very irritating. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that little bit. I just like that right there. I like it to come forward on my face a little bit, and I'll trim that up too. And I want to make sure I've gotten all of this really good. Whoops, don't get too close there. Don't get too close right there. This is really easy to do, you guys, okay? And the top is even pretty easy. I just follow the lines that are already there. But I'm going to show you how I do all of it. And if I go too short, it's no big deal. It'll grow, right? It'll grow, it'll grow, it'll grow. But I've really come to like this cut quite a bit. It's easy to manage. Summertime, it's nice and cool. You know, it keeps you nice and cool. And when my hair is long, I always wore it up anyway. Alright, so I got that part pretty much as I'm going to get it. Pretty much as I'm going to get it. So now, I'm going to take the little 1-inch thing off. I'm going to brush my blade out, like so. And then I just do this part with feel. I just want to get right here on the bottom part of my neck. I'm not worried about the line too much. I can't see in here. I'll probably have to do this in the mirror when I'm done. But I'm just kind of trying to show you what I do so that you can see. I just get the hairs that are growing down real low. And I just kind of go with the natural line of my neck. And I leave the back to go natural with the natural hairline is what I'm trying to say, the natural hairline. And then I take these trimmers and I go around the ear like so, and I may have to take the scissors when I'm done and do a little bit more trimming, because sometimes this doesn't get it all. But I can't see in my phone. I can't really see real well in my phone. Hold on. And most of this is going to be covered up anyway, but I still like to trim around my ears. Sorry, I can't do it right in the camera, but see what I'm doing? I'm just going right around the ear. And let's see. I did miss a little bit on this side, so I'm going to have to put the #1 guide back on it and go back around that ear a little bit more. I'm going to have to go out of the camera and do this part. I apologize, you guys. Give me a second. I got to make sure this is done right. I don't want it to look tacky. trying to get up as close behind there as I possibly can. Quit that, stupid thing. Okay. I think I got that side pretty good. Now I want to make sure I get this side. Okay. So that's it with the trimmers. That is it with the trimmers. Then I just take this thing out. Like I said, my hair is oily right now. I've been wanting to cut this, so I did not wash it because it's better for me to cut my hair while it's oily instead of wetting it. It just works better for me. Alright, so now, see, I like this length. I really don't want to cut this part any shorter. I'll probably trim this up just a little bit. And I'm going to cut the back part shorter. And what I do is I make parts like so. And because this is kind of an angle cut, I pull this all up like this. And you can see that's not a straight cut. My angle goes this way, right? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to keep that angle. Let me get this out of my face. So I bring my hair, and this is why my hair needs to be oily. I bring it all the way over this way, as far as I can. And I'm probably going to have to put my glasses back on, so give me a second. I can't see this part, so I got to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so I bring it all the way over this way. And then I take my fingers and turn them this way because I don't want to cut myself. Alright, and I really don't know how short I want to go, but I'm gonna take a good bit off of that. And I've got some really good shears. And I'm going to take and just cut as close as I possibly can, going in an upward motion. And I just go a little bit at a time. Somebody's been using my scissors for something other than hair. Wonderful! And if I go this way with my fingers, I'm not going to cut myself. Somebody has been using my scissors. I'm not happy about that. So then when I do it, you see it's going to go back this way. And I'm going to have kind of a little poof thing back here. And then I take the next section and I do the same thing. And I try to make it go with the back section. So I pull some of it up to go into that. And then I do the same thing. I go all the way over to this side. What are you doing, Robert? Stay over there. No, I don't need no help. I need you to stay in there, please. No, you don't. You got your condom cap on. You got your condom cap on. You need to go back in there by the TV. Go back by the TV. Go back by the TV. He wants to help me and he can't help me. Alright, you guys, so I don't know if these scissors are going to work that well, but anyway, here we go. We're going to do this. These scissors, or somebody used them for something else, probably paper. Well, if it ain't working, it'll be fine. You still have your diaper on, and I'll get to you in a minute. Alright, now see, I still got some on this side. And because I still got some on this side, now I've got to bring this part up and kind of go with what I've got going on here already. Robert, you need to stop. You're doing this because I'm not paying attention to you. Robert, you need to stop. You're doing this because I'm not paying attention to you. This is what I go through, you guys, when I'm trying to do a live. He wants all of my attention, and I'm sorry, you can't have all my attention all the time. Alright, so I'm going to cut that even with the other. Just like so, and it doesn't matter if it's perfectly straight or not, because I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do here. You are not. Now stop. Now see, I'll be able to have a little bit of a poof right here when I blow dry it. And like I said, I pretty much want to leave this part. I have to take my glasses off again. Give me 1 second here. I gotta look in the other mirror. So I can see what I got going on. Make sure I've got that length right. Okay, yeah, that looks right. That looks right. So now the rest of it, I'm pretty much just going to leave it like it is. But I want to get some more poof in the top here. Okay, and in order for me to get more poof in the top, this is what I do, you guys. I've also got some thinning shears. And I start down here and I do 1 cut, 2 cut, 3 cut. And then I comb that hair out of there. And that's going to give me more poofiness because my hair is really, really super thick. And it's going to shorten that hair up underneath. And you see how already I've got poof if I want it. Thinning shears, you guys, they work magic, okay? Magic, magic, magic. And I'm going to do the same thing to the next section. I'm going to go down real low. 1, 2, 3. And you want to make sure you got about the same separation as you go up. You don't want to, if you were to do that all in one place, you're going to be cutting your hair all the way down to your scalp. And you're going to be shooting yourself. So, be careful with thinning shears. Be very, very careful with thinning shears. And I do the front the same way. Take it, and I pull it up. And I go all the way in. 1, 2, 3. And then I comb through it. I don't know what this man is doing. Robert, get in the living room. Where are you going?
I'm in the living room. I'm still here by the TV.
Okay. Thought you were in the kitchen. Lord Jesus, help me.
Back over your line.
Now see how I can run my fingers through that and I can get the poof? And I've got a little bit of a natural curl to my hair. So my hair will do amazing things. And it's really thick, thick, thick. Okay, so I'm not going to mess with any of this because I like the length. And I think I'm going to... I missed the spot back here. So hold on, you guys. I missed the spot. I missed it, missed it, missed it. So I'm going to take this piece right here. And I'm going to go a little shorter with it. Let me see. I might have to get my husband to come trim up that part of it for me because I can't really see. I'll have to see what that looks like when I get done. Like I said, I don't have a mirror behind me, but it's kind of supposed to fade into the rest. And it's really hard to do when you're doing it yourself. But I'll show you another little trick that I do as well. Show you another little trick I do as well. See how I got those little pieces up there? I'm just going to cut them off like so. And like I said, if I go a little bit too short, it's no big deal because it will grow back out. And it's going to stick up a little bit right now because the fact that my hair is oily right now. But I want that to kind of fade in like so. And this is a cut that doesn't have to be perfect either, you guys, okay? Just so you know. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to take this part. See that little bit I've got up there? I'm going to cut that so it's even with the rest. And that should do it. I'll have my husband look at the back of that when I get all done. And yeah, I got hair all over me, okay? But that's okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my thinning shears and I am going to take these areas that I just cut and I'm going to do just the ends like this. I'm just going to cut through the ends because I want them to be kind of jaggedy. Now you can also, and I've learned how to do this, it takes a little bit of practice, so I wouldn't do it until you've done it for a while, but you can also do this. You can take your regular scissors and nip into it, okay? Into, and that will make it jaggedy too. I've cut my hair for a long time and I got used to doing it with regular scissors by just nipping into the ends, but I have found that thinning shears actually work better when you're not that talented and you can't see that well. So I go one direction just on the ends and then I'll go the other direction and I'll just nip into the ends and it gives it that kind of jagged cut. And then I'll take this part right here and I kind of start like this. I take this part right here and I bring it to the front. I like my hair to come at an angle in the front. I'm going the wrong way, hold on. Going the wrong way. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit off the ends. Just a tiny bit, like so. Then I'm going to take my thinners and I'm going to cut into the ends so I have that jagged cut. And when I bring it back, it's going to give me that little bit of bang that I like right there. And I do that pretty much all the way across. I bring it all to one side. And see, it's all kind of falling in line. And I just do the very ends with the trimmers. And I just keep playing with it and playing with it until I get it right. Okay? So, now see, I got that little bit of bang that's going to come across and drop down when I want it to. And this is going to this part I need to trim a little bit more. I have to trim that little edge off. Like so. And then take my thinning shears, pull it back up. Take my thinning shears and just do the very ends. And then I've got that little bit of jaggedy right there. And I will probably have to touch this up a little bit after I get off live, because like I said, I can't really see in the phone and I can't close my mirror all the way. And I'm going to do the same thing all the way around this edge as well. I'm just going to take the edge, comb it out, and I'm going to take my thinning shears and just do the very tips, just to give it that jagged edge. I don't want a perfect cut. I want some jaggedness to it. Okay? And then I go to the next section over here and I do the same thing. Just the ends. Let me see. Let me look in the mirror. Let me see, you guys. Yeah. See there? Now I can make it crazy wild, or I can slick it down, or whatever I want to do with it at this point. But I'm going to have the height that I want. Okay? Right here, I'm going to have the height. I'm going to have some height here if I want it. You know. So there you go, you guys. That's it. And when I wash it, this won't be as calicky looking. But I am going to have my husband look at the back of it and make sure that because I can't see it, you guys. I really can't. Okay? So, have a friend or have a husband that can look in the back and make sure that you've got the angle back here right, because I don't know if I do. But hold on, let me just check and see. Maybe I can do it this way. Yeah, my angle is off, so I will have to have him trim it. I don't know if you can see. This all needs to be cut more on an angle, and I can't do it without another mirror, and I don't have one, so I'll have to have him fix that part, or I'll just leave it. Who the heck cares? Because I can't do this part by myself. That part I need help with. But anyway, you guys, there you go. It's as easy as that, really. Okay? And I'm going to go wash it, and I'm going to take off these clothes now and get all the hair off of me. And then I'm going to blow dry it, and I'm going to get him to trim the back. How does the back look? Can you tell?
It looks scary.
Huh?
It looks scary.
It looks scary. It's not cut right, is it?
No, it's just that you have red stuff there.
Oh, that's my pink. That's my pink hair.
They're like red.
Red and stuff right on the back of my neck.
Yeah.
Okay, so the back of my neck's red. Alright, that'll clear up. But I'm talking about how it's cut back here. Does that look good? I got a mess, you guys. Look at all this hair. Oh my god.
There's some on your neck.
Look at all this hair that came off of me.
That's a little too much.
There's some wood on my neck. Hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go wash my hair. I'm going to get all this off of me. I just have to have... Where'd you get money? I want money. My money. Robert's in there just griping. He's griping at the store, you guys. It's been like this for a week now. He's driving me nuts.
He said, why don't you answer me whenever
I was trying to pay bills today, okay? This is how my day went. Oh, excuse me. Get me some water. Hey, Sarah. Get me some water. And I made me a cup of coffee. Pour it in here and put me a couple ice cubes. Thank you. I get up this morning. The aide comes. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Kim. The aide comes at 9 o'clock, right? And this will look better when I'm done with it. So, anyway. The aide comes at 9 o'clock. I'm Central Standard Time. And he starts griping at her. Griping at the kids. And then physical therapy came. And he's griping at physical therapy. And just, I mean, me, not just griping, being mean. Okay, flat out being mean. I can't even tell you what all he said. But anyway, I finally had to come in the house and tell him that if he did not stop, that I was going to call the cops. Because sometimes he gets to the point where you have to. And I have before. I've called the cops on him. They'll come out here. They usually send EMS, okay? They'll come out here and calm him down. And then he's all right. Well, I had to do that the other night. Yeah, this is fine. I had to do that the other night. He had me pinned, okay, you guys, between his wheelchair and the bed. This is why I look like I do right now. I have been totally stressed out to the max, and that is not a good thing for me, because that affects my health when I get stressed out, okay? I haven't been able to take care of myself properly. I don't have the help that I need with him. And with this situation with the COVID-19, you know, and being just locked up together with everybody, it has been very stressful. Homeschooling the kids now, and Robert wants to constantly tell them what to do, yet he's not even capable of taking care of himself enough to be able to control and do the things that he needs to do. I always put these on too tight and they can't get them undone. The kids, nobody can. I got more strength in my wrists than I even know I got half the time. But anyway, even the aide says to me, how do you get these on here so tight? I need you to get it off. I don't know. I've been doing it all my life, you know. Funny story. When I was growing up, everybody would always ask me glass jars to undo the lid because they couldn't undo it. Men even, okay? I gotta brag a little bit about that. I have a lot of strength in my wrists, and I think it's all in the grip and the way that you turn it too. Even though I broke this wrist on both sides several years ago, I still have that strength where I can open things that other people can't for some reason. I don't know why. It is what it is, right? and now I'm itching from all the hair. But he had me pinned, and you can still see where the bruise was. He bruised me right there, and I was bleeding right there. It was just a little bit, but my wrist was red all the way around. And he had me pinned to the point, I can't even describe it, you guys. But he had me pinned so good, he'd like to have broke this wrist again. Okay? And I couldn't get out. The man is strong in his upper body. Okay? And I hate to say this, but the nurses and everybody know, in order for me to get to my phone and get some help, because the guys weren't here, nobody was here but me and him, I literally had to slap him on the chin like that twice to get him to back off. And I got to my phone. And when I got to my phone, I told him, I said, I'm calling the cops. You're not going to do this to me. And I called the cops. And they were going to send somebody out. And the cops were already halfway here. And he told me, he said, Rita, I'm sorry. He said, I shouldn't act like that. And he said, if you will call them back and tell them not to come, I will calm them down. I said, okay, Robert. I said, this ain't going to happen again. This is not going to happen again. I said, you know, if I can't control you, they're going to have to give me restraints for you. Because this is not going to happen again. You are not going to hurt me like that. But anyway, so that's what happened. And that was 3 days ago. I think it was 3 days ago. And ever since then, he has been in a real bitchy mood. Real bitchy mood. Anytime I say anything to him or call him down in any way, shape, or form, he gets bitchy and gripey. And, you know, at first, I honestly thought it was the brain injury. I got a few more little pieces I got to cut, or that might be just hair on my glasses, At first, I thought it was the brain injury. But the more that I think about how he does things and when he does things, I think he literally knows what he's doing. And he's pushing the ticket with me. And I'm not going to tolerate it. Because he will argue with me. And if I call one of the guys over here, he'll stop. And this is what I've been noticing with him. So, you know, I just can't let those kind of things go on. And there's not much that can be done with him right now, especially with all the COVID-19 stuff going on. You know, hospitals aren't taking you unless it's an emergency. You can't have anybody go to the hospital with you. My sister-in-law today, she had to go to the hospital by EMS. She was having, I guess, a heart attack. Her chest was hurting and her arm was hurting. And they took her in, but they wouldn't let anybody go with her. And we literally had to wait for a phone call to find out what was going on. Okay? So, with everything being the way that it is right now, I mean, there's not a whole lot thing to be done. And look at me, I'm going to pick at that again. Oh, that got cold. She put too much ice in it. Dang it. Oh, well. It's drinkable. So anyway, you guys, what'd you think? You think y'all can do that? Does anybody else do their hair? I mean, I can make this real wild and crazy if I want to. I really can. All I have to have is a little bit of hairspray and play with it. And it'll do whatever I want it to do. It's going to be easy peasy. Look at that. And that don't even look bad like that. Okay, it's dirty, but it don't even look bad like that. So, you guys, if I can do this, you can do this. And this might be something that we might all have to learn to cut our own hair. And if my hair was longer, I could show you how to cut long hair and get layers. And it's really super easy because I used to do my own that way too. And how I learned, you really want to know how I learned? I'll tell you how I learned. I had a grandmother. My Aunt Eleanor was a beautician. She had her own salon down in her basement in New Jersey. Because I'm from New Jersey. And when I was a little girl, I learned a lot from my grandparents and from my aunts. And I had my one grandma, she taught me how to crochet, and then both my grandmas taught me how to cook. I learned knitting as well from my grandparents. I learned how to sew. I used to make my own clothes years and years and years ago. But my Aunt Eleanor, I was the type of little girl that would sit there and watch. I just watch. You know, I wouldn't say anything, but I'd watch. And I'd see how she'd take the hair up in sections and, you know, turn it one way and then go the other way with it, and sometimes go this way with it and cut it this way. You know, and I watched those things. I should have been a beautician, I'm telling you. I should have. Because that's how I learned. I learned by watching. That's me. I'm the type of person, and I'm going to get in there, and I'm going to get dirty and pull things apart and put it back together. You know, that's me. Been that way all my life. That's how I learned to do things. So, visual and hands. Now, I don't have a lot of book smarts. That I don't have. And I'll be honest, I didn't make good grades in school, but you give me something that needs fixed, I'll tear it apart, and I'll fix it. Somehow, some way, I'll fix it, even if I have to jimmy rig it. It'll be fixed. That's me. That's me. Same thing with the hair, you know, play with it and play with it, and if I have to go shorter sometimes because I might make a mistake, hey, so what if it's a little shorter? It grows back out. You know? What are we looking at, baby?
No, I'm just playing around.
This part isn't cut short enough, I don't think. And it's supposed to kind of go on an angle. Is it going on an angle?
I'm going right now.
What is an angle? You see how my bangs go like this? That's an angle. It should be on an angle like this, coming around. But it should be pretty short, and I don't think I have it short enough. She's going to try to help me. Little Red.
Your hair.
What do you mean it looks funny? What's wrong with it? It's got some oil in it right now. It's got to be washed.
I want to brush your hair.
No, I don't want it. Now you're going to flatten it out. I don't want it flat.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I don't want it flat. I want it poofy. Child, you don't know how my hair is supposed to go. It's supposed to go this direction. Look. It's supposed to do this. Stop. She's messing up my beautiful hairstyle. You guys, what are you doing now? Oh my God.
What do y'all use this for?
Well, that is a tail, and you use it for making parts and stuff. That's how you use that. You take it and you do like this. You make parts with it. And then this was a teasing comb and it broke. But this part, this is, you know, you do this or do this, and my hair ain't gonna do it right now. Well, maybe it will. Ta-da! I can make it all stick up in the air. Ta-da! Ta-da! There we go. There we go. There's your crazy dude. Alright, you guys. She ain't gonna leave me alone. I need to get this hair off me. And I need to wash this hair. And then dry it and clean up all this hair. I'm gonna have you clean up all the hair. Quit. Stop. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna go off of here and go take care of this mess. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. And I'm probably gonna edit this some, put it on YouTube. And I might put it on Instagram too, but I might have to put it on IGTV, so I might have to split the video because I'm pretty sure it took longer than I wanted it to. Anyway, bye guys. Thanks for watching. Love y'all. Share me out.